What's up, guys? Back in Fresno. Just got back from Las Vegas riding. Got some videos knocked out as soon as I got home that you've been seeing in the last few days. Now I'm gonna be back on my bike, 7,500 watts. I'm gonna have to get used to it again from riding the stock Sur-Ron and the Super 73, which is a lot slower. Something I did the other day too, if you can see that without going too low on the camera, I got an actual hitch for my car now. So waiting for my bike rack to come in. That should come in pretty soon, and I'll be able to transport this bike and go a lot more places with it. So these videos are gonna pick up soon, because instead of the same old riding you see me do every day back and forth to work, I'm gonna actually now, on one of my days off or so each week, be able to take it somewhere and go somewhere interesting with it. So stay tuned for those. Make sure to subscribe if you want to watch those videos. I do some crazy stuff, so I'm pretty sure you'd be interested in it. All right, let's get on our way. Ooh, we got to get moving here. It is hot. Not as hot as Vegas was, but it's definitely up there in the hundreds. One thing I've noticed when I was riding in Vegas, the wind, there's like no real like wind, and as soon as I get here, there's just tons of wind everywhere. So I'm glad I got my medium mod case back on, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't die on me. It was overheating and it started turning off, and let's hope it doesn't do that now, because I got the case back on it so you guys can hear the audio from the back mic on the medium mod, which blocks out a lot of the wind. It doesn't seem like it'd be a problem when I rode in Vegas with Ruben, but where I live, it's really windy. All right, you guys want some more channel updates? Obviously, I just showed you that we got the hitch on the back of my car, and the bike rack is coming in approximately 3 days, I believe. So look out for that video. I'm gonna put out a video of me installing it and getting it all ready and setting my Sur-Ron up for it. And you know, if you guys might have a small car like mine, you guys might want to watch the video and see how I do it. I'm going to watch some other videos of how people install their bikes on their cars. But if you're interested in the bike rack that I get, because it's really nice one. It's made for 2 bikes, but my hitch is only rated for, I think, 150 pounds. And you also have to include how heavy the bike rack is, and I'm not 100% sure how heavy that is yet. All I know is this bike with the battery is like 110 pounds. But if I take the battery out, it's like, I think 90. And then with the 72 volt battery that I have coming, that battery by itself is, I think, almost 40 pounds. I think it's like 34 or 35. I'll weigh them. We'll definitely weigh them, and we'll see where they're at. And speaking about the 72 volt battery, you're gonna love this. It says that LiteSpeed has gave me a shipping label on it already. It's gonna be shipping out pretty soon. I can't wait. Now I have to hit up eMoto Bros, and I have to let them know that I need to get my bike tuned, because they have to tune it for the 72 volt battery. You can't just plug it in and expect to go. But I heard it only takes like 5 minutes. I talked to Sir Monster, and when he did his, he said it takes literally under a minute once you have everything set up, like your phone, and you contact them, you get on the phone with them, and then they Bluetooth basically remote tune your bike. The benefit of this bike, see, is the fact that I got this bike so I can be an electric bike that goes fast enough for cars. I can use the bike lane. I can do a bunch of other stuff with it. And I have the right to be in the bike lane. The only thing is I actually have to follow the California law, which is technically 28 miles an hour. If I go over 28 miles an hour on an electric bike, then I'm breaking the law. So when people tell me, oh, you need to be riding the street, you need to ride in the street, I'm breaking the law right now, riding in the street. If I'm riding in the bike lane, I am perfectly legal, as long as I'm not going over 28 miles an hour. Now, a cop isn't gonna see me doing, say, maybe 35 miles an hour and be like, oh, for sure, that bike's definitely going over the speed limit. I mean, first they would have to catch you speeding. They'd have to see how fast you're actually going. They'd have to get a radar thing on you. They can't just say you're speeding. It's like a car. You can go and fight that. And especially if you wanted to go fight that ticket and say I was on a bike, an electric bike, and it only goes up to 28 miles an hour, they don't have any way of proving that. The only thing that's gonna mess it up, which it's coming, it's not gonna be my videos, it's not gonna be the group rides. These bikes are getting to more people every single month, and what's gonna happen is cops are gonna start looking into electric bikes on how fast they've gotten. Not just with the Sur-Ron, not the Onyx, there's tons of other bikes that are pushing over 5,000 watts. Some of them are doing 10 to 15,000 watts. And what that's gonna cause is they're gonna just put new laws out for electric bikes. That's basically what it's gonna dial down to. I'm gonna go this way. See, this is the best thing about this bike. That's why I got this bike. All right, guys, so now that I'm on a less, busy street off to the side using this, I think it's a bike path. I'm not even sure what this is. I want your guys' opinion on this. So obviously we already talked about if a Sur-Ron or an Onyx or some of these other bikes, that aren't really mainstream, if they're motorcycles or bikes. What do you think they are? And honestly, I think it's a whole loophole with the whole cop situation. There's no real law about what these manufacturers can do. Basically, you can put pedals on this bike and be perfectly fine. You can do it on any single bike, really, if you have an actual pedal system and just say it's an electric bike. That's why the law is so messed up. Oh, let's hit this jump real quick. Ooh, yeah. And a lot of you guys keep telling me you need to ride it in the street. You can't pass on the right-hand side. You need to ride in the street. And what you're not realizing, well, basically what happened with my videos, it got put on a lot of motorcycle pages, and a lot of motorcycle people are saying, oh my God, you can't pass on the right-hand side. And that's true. A motorcycle cannot pass on the right-hand side. Motorcycles, if it's one lane, have to stay behind traffic, and if you lane split, it has to be 2 lanes, and you need to pass on the left-hand shoulder. You can't pass on the left-hand shoulder if, oh God, you can't pass on the left-hand shoulder if it's a 1 lane and there's a double yellow line on that side, because then that puts you in risk of oncoming traffic. And especially if there's a turnoff that's going to the left-hand side, like it is in my area with the whole car situation where they cut me off. Basically what I'm trying to get at is to say, if I ride this bike like a normal car, I am safer. Don't get me wrong, I'm safer. I feel that's the best way. No accidents really happen. But the problem with that is, this isn't a legal vehicle to actually be on the road with cars. It's supposed to be in the bike lane. And the people that say, oh, this bike isn't legal to be on the road, it's legal to be on the road as a bike. I hate when people say that. You can literally ride this bike off to the shoulder. I was going faster than this on the Super 73. Like, you can use it as a bike. As soon as you get in traffic with cars, you're breaking the law. As soon as you go over 28 miles an hour, in California anyway, you're breaking the law. So, alright guys, that's the video. See you guys in the next one. Take care.